Hello, Chelsea fans. Welcome back to the Blues Report, and remember to subscribe, then enjoy your news. Let's dive in. Ibrahima Konate and the Chelsea connection, a transfer story grounded in truth. The summer of 2025 had brought a mixture of calm and chaos to the football world. While many clubs had quietly concluded their business before the pre-season tours began, others were still in the trenches of negotiations, scouting missions, and delicate contract talks. Among the swirling rumors and headlines, one story began to take shape: a link between Chelsea Football Club and Liverpool's powerful French centre-back, Ibrahima Konate. From Paris to Anfield, the journey so far borne. On 25 May 1999 in Paris, Ibrahima Konaté's footballing roots lay deep in the city's suburban pitches. His earliest professional steps were taken at Paris FC, before moving to FC Sochaux, where his athleticism and composure quickly set him apart. By 2017, his talent had crossed borders, with RB Leipzig securing his services. In Germany, Konate matured into a modern defender, tall, physically commanding, yet blessed with the pace and anticipation to thrive in high-line systems. In 2021, Liverpool triggered his release clause for around 36 million. Jurgen Klopp's side wanted more than just a backup. They wanted a defender who could complement Virgil van Dijk, match the Premier League's physical demands, and add depth after a season plagued by injuries. Konate delivered. His combination of raw defensive steel and controlled distribution quickly made him a favourite among Liverpool fans. Contract talks and transfer tremors. Fast forward to late 2024. Liverpool had been working quietly behind the scenes to secure their core squad for the long term. Players like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mohamed Salah had their own negotiations, but Konaté's case stood out. His existing contract ran until 2026, yet the club wanted to extend and improve terms early, avoiding the risk of letting one of their most important defenders enter the final year of his deal. Initial discussions, however, didn't progress as smoothly as expected. Reports in early 2025 revealed that Konate had rejected an initial extension offer. The reasons were not rooted in a desire to leave. Instead, they stemmed from valuation differences, squad role discussions, and the player's ambitions for both domestic and European success. Chelsea's quiet interest becomes public. Chelsea, meanwhile, had their own defensive dilemmas. Injuries to key players like Levi Colwill disrupted their plans, while managerial adjustments demanded defenders who could combine technical ability with elite athleticism. As recruitment staff assessed the market, Konaté's name appeared on their internal lists. By March 2025, sources like TBR Football confirmed that Chelsea had inquired about Konaté's situation. The approach was exploratory, gauging whether Liverpool might consider selling, especially in light of the stalled contract talks. At this stage, Chelsea weren't alone. Barcelona were also monitoring developments, attracted by his age, versatility, and top-level experience. Liverpool's response was unsurprising. Konaté was not for sale. Publicly and privately, the club reiterated their desire to keep him, even as whispers of a potential Chelsea bid persisted. The bid that tested Liverpool's resolve. The summer window intensified speculation. In late July and early August 2025, media outlets such as Team Talk and Sportskida reported that Chelsea had gone a step further, tabling a $50 million, $43 million offer for Konaté. This was no longer just background interest. It was a concrete attempt to test Liverpool's stance. For Chelsea, the offer made strategic sense. Konaté fit the profile of a defender who could anchor their backline for years. He had Premier League experience, Champions League pedigree, and the ability to play in both a back four and back three. His familiarity with high-intensity football meant there would be little adaptation risk. For Liverpool, the offer was unwelcome. Selling to a direct Premier League rival was always going to be a red line. In fact, internal discussions at Anfield leaned towards doubling down on the extension talks, viewing Chelsea's bid as both a threat and a motivator to finalize a new contract. the supporter reaction news of Chelsea's interest reached the fans quickly. Liverpool supporters, already wary of losing key players in recent years, flooded social media with pleas for the club to reject any approaches. They pointed to his performances in big games, his chemistry with Van Dijk, and his leadership potential. Chelsea fans, on the other hand, debated the size of the fee and whether Liverpool would ever realistically agree to such a deal. The rivalry between the clubs added spice. Transfers between Chelsea and Liverpool have been rare, and when they happen, they carry extra weight. Konaté's potential switch would not just be about strengthening one side, it would weaken the other. Reality check, where things stand. Despite the excitement, the truth remained clear. As of August 2025, Ibrahima Konate was still a Liverpool player. There had been no agreement between the clubs, and Liverpool's official position hadn't changed. Reports suggested that negotiations over an improved deal were ongoing, with both parties still open to finding common ground. In other words, the Chelsea story, while grounded in reality, was still in the realm of transfer possibility, not fact. Konate had not pushed for a move, nor had Liverpool invited offers. Chelsea's interest was genuine, the bid was real, but the outcome was still an impasse. Why the move didn't happen, yet several factors explain why the transfer remained only a story. 1. Liverpool's competitive position. The Reds are still competing for top honours. Selling a key defender in his prime would be counterproductive. 2. Direct rivalry. Strengthening Chelsea would weaken Liverpool in the same competition. 3. Contract control. With over a year left on his deal, Liverpool had no pressure to sell. 4. Player stance. Konate has not agitated for an exit and has expressed contentment at Liverpool, though naturally open to evaluating his options if talks stall. The broader transfer picture. Chelsea's pursuit of Konate also reflected broader Premier League market trends. Top defenders are rare commodities, and the combination of youth, experience, and proven top-flight quality drives prices higher. Chelsea's willingness to commit significant funds underlined their ambition to rebuild their defence quickly. For Liverpool, the summer's events acted as a reminder of the importance of securing key contracts early. Losing a player of Konaté's caliber, especially to a domestic rival, would represent both a footballing and symbolic setback. The final word for now. In the ever-shifting world of football transfers, stories like Ibrahima Konaté's link to Chelsea capture attention because they sit at the crossroads of truth and possibility. This is not a tale born from pure rumor. It's built on real inquiries, real offers, and real strategic thinking from both sides. But as the dust settled in August 2025, the scoreboard still read the same. Konate in red, Liverpool unmoved, Chelsea still searching for defensive reinforcements elsewhere. Whether that will still be the case when the next window opens remains one of the intriguing subplots of the season ahead. For now, Ibrahima Konaté's focus remains where it has been since 2021, anchoring Liverpool's defence, shutting down opposition attacks, and keeping his name firmly in the conversation as one of the Premier League's best defenders. Chelsea may yet return, the negotiations may yet twist, but the truth today is simple. The story of Konaté to Chelsea is one of interest, bids, and headlines, not signatures, medicals, and announcements.